Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you've had a great week. Today, I'm going to talk to you about art mentors and the importance of them and how incredible of an experience it is to learn from the best in your industry. It's a thrill to learn from those who have been there before you and who have really learned the hard way through years and years of experience. There's definitely something to that. To talk with somebody that's literally put stroke upon stroke on the canvas and found the pitfalls, what works, what doesn't work. It's really, it's an honor to have a mentor, no doubt about it. And I was blessed with several mentors. I've written about it on my blog, so I've put a link into the description of this video. So please, when you're inspired, take some time and check out my blog, and you will hear stories or read stories about Karen and Keith and Shane, who passed on everything they knew to me. And I was fortunate to literally stumble upon them. Karen was the one that first taught me to paint. And she took one look at me and said, "I'd like to teach you to paint." And I said, "No, thanks. I have no talent. That's not my thing. I'm creative, but in other ways. Painting's not my avenue." And she's like, "No, you know what? Let me just take some time, teach you the rules of fine art, and we'll go from there." So I took her up on that opportunity, and I had no idea I would wind up in such an extraordinary world of art. It was a life-changing time in my life that I didn't know was life-changing at the moment. I thought I was just taking some art lessons. I had no idea that once I set foot into that art world that it would change me forever. And that's what good art can do, and that's what good art mentors can do for you. So she taught me all of the fine rules of art, which is basically what I'm now teaching my students. She was very strict. She was very knowledgeable. She liked to discuss the philosophy of art, which we had some very, very in-depth discussions about art, and I have a lot of really good stories to tell about her, and I'm sure they'll come out in these 10 minutes at some point. They are not life-changing. I want to say they stay with you for life. Those kind of stories, those events, and it's a great, great experience to have a mentor. And I then went on to study with her mentor, Keith Smith from Qualicum Beach, and he passed away in the year 2000. So we're going way back a few decades when I got to work with him. And with Keith, it was really, really fascinating because he would write me letters, and I would send him photographs of my paintings, and then he would write back, and he would actually draw on the photographs and say, "Oh, take this tree out, or extend that tree branch there, or or your composition is good, but you need to, and I have handwritten letters. Can you imagine such a thing? I've got stacks of them, and he would do little cartoons and little doodles in the letters and everything. So I treasure those letters with his big, large, scrawling script with his cartoons. So great. None of my students will have handwritten letters, I can tell you that. Wouldn't that be a nice thing to have letters instead of texts or emails? But those were different times, and I'm really lucky that I learned to paint when I did. But I then went on to study with Shane Garden, and some of you who are in this group will see his comments and posts in the group. And he's still an amazing, amazing painter who lives in Tasmania. And I was fortunate to work with him or talk to him about art when he still lived here in Kimberley. Him and his wife, Edith, had a little art gallery here in Kimberley, and I just happened to move here right at the opportune time before they moved away. And what a great experience to sit and have a coffee with Shane, or dinner, sit in my studio. We sat there for hours and just talked art. How lucky am I? So, on this, as I'm pondering my mentors and the good fortune I had to have them at the time that I did, I've never found another mentor in all of these years that could pass on knowledge that I needed. It's not an easy thing to find a mentor. But I have recently become involved with an organization called Mastrius, and they do just that. They have a wide selection of master artists who can mentor students. So I do recommend you check out their website. I have recently become a mentor on Mastrius, and I highly respect the other artists that are on their roster. I'm excited by the opportunities that they are giving to artists who are just learning. And they teach all levels: beginners, emerging, experienced. So no matter what skill level you're at, you can go on there and I'm sure find someone that will be able to teach you and provide you with art knowledge. So please do check out their website. I am about to start a mentor course on Mastrius. It's beginning October the 3rd, I think, the first Monday of every month. I will be on there teaching. It will be a 2-hour course, and in the month in between, you will have homework to work on. You will have a navigator, which will also be in correspondence with you throughout the month. There's a chat room where you can connect with your fellow classmates, and it's an amazing opportunity for you to learn some new art skills. I'm hoping you'll take my mentorship course, but if I'm not the right fit for you, there are other artists on there as well that might fit even better for where you're at and for what you're looking for. But the thing that really, really gets me excited is that when you pay for the course, you also get a whole bunch of freebies, in that they will be doing live demos with other artists. Maybe I'll be doing some, I'm not quite sure yet. They also have live panels where they have artists coming on Instagram Live and discussing plein air painting or different art techniques or different art theory. And it's free knowledge basically for you if you are a member. So I'm very, very thrilled to be part of this organization. I very much respect their philosophy and how when artists come together to help other artists, great things can happen. There is no competition between artists. It's just about artists coming together to share their knowledge, which is what I am all about. I love to talk about art, and I can't wait to share more about my art experience with you. That's why I come on here and do the 10-minute Mondays every week, because I just love to talk about art. And I am thrilled to be a part of this organization, Mastrius. So please check out their website. I've got a link in the description here. Mastrius Official. This is just a great opportunity, and I hope you will take my course. I recently, on Friday night, went to a Jesse Cook concert, and not everybody knows Jesse Cook, but if you have not heard of him, you must look him up. And it's been a long time since I've been able to take go to a live concert, but I was overwhelmed by the mastery of this man's artistic abilities with his music. And it inspired me greatly, and I hope that my art and my teaching will inspire you greatly. I want to pass on knowledge like this musician Jesse Cook passed on to his young musicians that are around him. They were feeding off one another with extraordinary talent. It was amazing to see, and I wish that for all of my students. So please take some time, read my blog, check it out. See how wonderful it is when you can connect with a mentor and just immerse yourself in the world of art or music and just get inspired. So that is my spiel for today. I hope you will check out the Mastrius, maybe take my course. Yes, I'm hoping to take part in some of their live events in the near future. Yeah, good things. I will keep you posted. I will keep you posted on what all is going on there. And yeah, have a fabulous week, everyone. As usual, drop me a note in the comments here if there is something you would like me to discuss in my 10-minute Mondays. I look forward to talking to you about any questions you have at all. So until then, have a good week, and we will catch you here next Monday. Bye for now.